Thank you for being here with us in our committee. You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member, for the opportunity to testify and give this statement on behalf of the people of the Virgin Islands. I want to, of course, welcome Governor Rosselló, and, of course, welcome our governor, my governor, Governor Kenneth Mapp of the U.S. Virgin Islands. As you all know about the hurricanes that have struck the U.S. Virgin Islands, we have been struck by 2 Category 5 hurricanes. And the story of our recovery is the story of a resilient people. That's the story that I think you should hear first of all, is that when these category hurricanes hit us, leaving us with all of our hospitals destroyed, all of our hospital systems destroyed. Up until several weeks ago, the people on St. John with zero power in place, with us having less than 30% power in the Virgin Islands right now. The people of the Virgin Islands are still strong. We are still resilient. We are ready to roll up our sleeves and do what's necessary to make things happen. We do that because we are great people, we are Americans, and that's what Americans do. They get the job done. And we are expecting that from the federal government as well, because we are American citizens. We're expecting your support, because that's what Americans do for one another. We're grateful for the first responders that are there in the initial weeks to bring us to begin the recovery of our Virgin Islands. The FEMA has been outstanding in the support that they've given us. Have they done everything that we've requested and supported us in every way that I would like? No, they have not. But are we looking for more and expecting more from them? Yes. But more importantly, it's my job to expect Congress to do what Congress is supposed to do. Under the Constitution, this Congress has the responsibility of the territories. And until that changes, whether we be states or otherwise, it is this body's responsibility to care and protect the territories that you deem still willing to have as territories. So I will hold you to that responsibility. And as you have seen the recovery that we are doing, there are things that we still need. There are still categories under the disaster recovery that we have not received as yet. Under Hurricane Katrina, the people of Louisiana were given 100% for Medicaid to support them for several years. The Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico have matches in Medicaid funding that only matches the richest states in this country. It is set as an arbitrary 45% that we have to pay, while the closest in demographic to us, in terms of our economy, only has to pay less than 20% for Medicaid. This has left our infrastructure vulnerable. For many years, we have attempted to change our FMAP, the amount of money that we receive. Additionally, our hospitals have been petitioning CMS to be able to change the rebasing for which they are reimbursed for Medicaid. Since the 1980s, they have been requesting this. This has left our infrastructure vulnerable. Our schools as well. The Department of Interior has not received the funding that they have requested from this body to maintain our infrastructure within our schools. We have lost 9 schools in this hurricane, much of it due for weakening infrastructure. Not because of poor building codes in the Virgin Islands. I would challenge any of you to be hit by 2 Category 5 hurricanes within 2 weeks, back to back, hitting directly, and see your infrastructure standing at the level that ours have. We have tried desperately with very little funding to be able to meet the infrastructure needs of our people. Our hospitals have had to defer maintenance over those many years to treat those individuals under unfunding liabilities that we have. We do not receive the disproportionate share for hospitals that any other location in the United States that has the demographics that we have would receive, and therefore our hospitals have not done what's necessary in some instances for infrastructure, because what they have done is taking care of people. And so I'm asking this Congress as well to do what's necessary to take care of its people. Our governor has requested support from this body, from the president, and I would ask unanimous consent to submit into the record 2 letters that were written by our governor, the first on August 15th of this year to the U.S. Government Accounting Office, explaining each one of the discrepancies in funding that we have received, and the second on November 8th to the Honorable Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, about the needs of the territory.
Done.
I am not going to take up much of the time because I believe that our governor has much that he can share with you all. The questions that you all will pose to him, I think, will enlighten you as to the needs of the territory. I would just ask this Congress take its responsibility seriously and do what's necessary to support the territories.
Thank you. All right. Now.